Good morning, Poke fans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our rank ladder climb using a team that we built from scratch. So, last episode, we went 2 and 3. A couple of matches were well within my favor, but I botched them and screwed up somehow. But we did find out that once an Ogerpon terrorizes, they can't get their other abilities, so they don't get both. So that was really, really interesting. Before we get started though, I would like to change a couple of things. Maybe not. I forgot what I was going to do. Yeah, maybe not. I forgot what I was going to do. Anyway, so, I don't really have any announcements after that. We'll go ahead and get into our 5 matches for today, and let's hope for, the majority dubs, shall we? All right, match number 1 has Chi-Yu, Landorus, Weezing, Sableye, Heatran, and Fluttermane. So majority special attackers with 2 physical attackers. That is Sableye and Landorus. So, it's probably not going to have both Chi-Yu and Heatran in the team. You'd have to pick one or the other. Landorus is most likely going to have Declare Amulet, so I will definitely be able to outspeed, but the Weezing is what I'm going to have to worry about the most with neutralizing gas. So we could bring in Garchomp to kind of take him out that way. I think he is just primarily poison. So we'll bring in Tornadus, Garchomp, Urshifu, and I'm going to bring in Arcanine just so that I don't have to deal with Fluttermane nonsense. Now, I don't have a really strong fairy attacker, which is something that's very apparent, and it's something that I'm working on for Alola and Ninetales as well. I don't know how everyone else builds her, but I'm going to try to make a counter for that Pokemon, because it seems to be really prevalent to show up a lot, and I'm going to make sure that I can take advantage of that somehow. All right, so we got Chi-Yu and Sableye. Sableye has Fake Out. He's a dark type, so I can't really do anything to prevent him from doing anything, which is kind of unfortunate, but I can at least Bleak Wind. He also knows Will-O-Wisp, I think, so we do need to keep like a mind of that. I might go for Terra right away for Garchomp and just let the Fake Out happen. You know what? We'll swap to Arcanine. Because if it is Will-O-Wisp, I don't want to waste my Terra. And if it is Fake Out, Arcanine with the switch in is just going to make it less damaging. It does really nothing to the Chi-Yu, but you know, it is what it is. Chi-Yu will protect, which is totally fine. Sunny Day for Sableye. Okay. Bleak Wind Storm doesn't hurt the Chi-Yu because he protected. Hopefully it hits the Sableye. It does. So no Fake Out came out from Sableye. And we dropped the speed. I'm gonna go with the Tailwind this time. And I'm gonna go straight. I think extreme speed. No, we'll Flare Blitz it. I'll Flare Blitz the Sableye. They're gonna Terra, most likely gonna be the Chi-Yu. It is. And make it grass? What? I have a fire type right in front of you. That's a terrible decision if you ask me. Wash on the Sableye. It's totally fine. Heat Wave. Takes down the Tornadus. Doesn't really do anything to the Arcanine. But I did what I wanted to do. That's a Life Orb Chi-Yu. I'm going to take down the Sableye. Okay. Go ahead and bring on Urshifu. Urshifu's not going to do a whole lot of damage to the Chi-Yu now, but what it's going to do is give me access to knock out this Heatran. That's good. Let's go. Close combat, because my water attacks are dampened due to the thing. But I'm also gonna Terra for Arcanine, because otherwise Heatran's just gonna knock him out with Earth Power. So it's a good thing I didn't just immediately use my Terra, but held off on it. Terra the Arcanine to water. So now I don't get one-shotted by either fire attack or Earth Power. Close combat. Boop. One-shots the Heatran. Yeah, I take a defense drop. And with Chi-Yu being out there, my special defenses is down like a 1.25. Flare Blitz. Right into the Chi-Yu. It's also KO. Honestly, they should have just left Chi-Yu alone and not Terra. Like, I get it that you don't want to like get knocked out by like the Urshifu or maybe the Garchomp that I showed up before, but at the same time, you Terra'd right in front of a Terra Fire Pokemon. Photosynthesis activate and special attack was heightened. Oh, I'm locked into close combat. I can't use that. I'm gonna switch out to Garchomp, which is a terrible idea, but it's the only thing I've got. And I'm gonna go ahead and just... I'm gonna hit it. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I need a calc for that. I need to know who's stronger. I think Urshifu is gonna be stronger, but if I decide to change the specs between Garchomp and Urshifu to see who has the stronger Iron Head, because I might change Garchomp back to Terra Steel so that it could deal with Low and Ninetales and maybe Fluttermane if they still exist. But I mean, Fluttermane does exist in most of the parties, but it's definitely falling down in the ranking. I'll have to double check that later. Good game, nonetheless. All right, next game is up. We've got Urshifu, Chien-Pao, Dragapult, Mimikyu, Tornadus, and Torkoal. So this is kind of a, I would say, Trick Room, Tailwind variant. Very fast Pokemon. It's probably only there just to cancel Trick Room, to be honest. I don't think it's anything but that, so we don't really have to worry about that. But I do have to deal with Pokemon that could be faster than I am, like Dragapult and Tornadus. Dragapult especially. He's the fastest Pokemon in the game. So let's see. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring in Tornadus, Iron Hands, Urshifu, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 physical attackers, 2 special attackers. We'll bring in Arcanine this time. We'll leave Garchomp in the back. Even though that he's got he's got Scarf. I do not know if he's going to be able to outspeed Dragapult, because he could be also Scarfed, and if he's Scarfed, he's going to outspeed me even under like outside of Tailwind. He'll outspeed me. Underneath Tailwind, not so much, but he's got the possibility of Tailwind too, and he's using it. So Tornadus and Dragapult for their starters, and I ended up with Tornadus and Iron Hands as mine. So the Ghost type is not going to make it so I can't fake out that Pokemon, but I could still fake out the other Pokemon that's on that side. Or I can go straight for the Wild Charge. I mean, yeah, you know what? We'll fake out the Tornadus so that he doesn't get... If he does. If he doesn't have Covert Cloak, this will flinch him. He can't do anything. Nope, does not. Dragon Darts is used. Goes right into my Tornadus. And Iron Hands doesn't do very much to the Tornadus, or to Iron Hands, but does a lot to the Tornadus. We're going to switch out to Arcanine. And we're going to go ahead and Wild Charge, Heavy Charge, wow. Wild Charge into the Tornadus. Switch out to Arcanine. Intimidate goes off on the Tornadus. Probably not. Nope, Clear Body. Figured, but it's good to have that knowledge. Tailwind's activated on their side. Dragon Darts. Wild Charge. Boop. so who's your next Pokemon? Qianpao. Okay. Arcanine is going to go ahead and Will-O-Wisp the Dragapult, and I'm going to Drain Punch straight up that Qianpao. Because right now, Qianpao can't knock me out. Dragon Darts. Ooh. Dang it. Come on, Arcanine. I need to change his EV sets. His EV set right now is kind of bad. Sacred Sword right into the Iron Hands. Like, he's supposed to be able to outspeed, but he doesn't live to anything, so I'm going to change his stuff. He needs to be able to live stuff now. Alrighty. Urshifu comes out. It might have been better to bring in Garchomp now that I'm thinking about it, but hindsight's 2020. Can't do anything about it now. Let's go ahead and Terra Water, Surging Strikes the Qianpao. And I'm gonna protect Tornadus so that he doesn't take as much damage. That Dragapult's probably choice banded because he hasn't used anything else. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, Dragon Darts is pretty powerful, and again, because he is the faster dragon, it's really, really hard to take him down. Are you serious? Tornado's protected, so he has to hit the same target twice? Bro, what? Oh, that's messed up. I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, we're out. It's 1v4, as you can... Oh, 1v3. I was able to knock out a Pokemon. But no, we're out. We're down. Wow, I didn't realize Dragon Darts worked like that. Jesus. Things you have to do to become a Pokemon master, man. That's insane. All right, next match is up. We've got Zapdos, Armarouge, Ninetales, Landorus, Goldengo, and Rillaboom. Now, there's a Pokemon I'm looking at, Goldengo. Goldengo is proven to be like a heavy hitter, and with good as gold, you can't hardly do anything to him. You can't taunt him. I don't think you can like burn him for like Will-O-Wisp. I think you could do secondary effects, but I don't know if you could do anything else. Like it's gonna be pretty dope if he works the way that I think he does. And I might use him next season, if not like maybe next week, because he's a low at Ninetales, man. Okay. I do have to worry about Tailwind with the Zapdos, so I am going to bring in Tornadus. Let's see. Bring in all these guys are special attackers except for Landorus and Rillaboom. So Garchomp, Sinistcha would not be great here. Iron Hands, and we'll bring in Urshifu, and I'll call it great from there. But the tight matchups in that one, like he could take down Goldengo. Absolutely. I'm speaking about Arcanine, but my Arcanine is built on speed and not really bulk. And I think that's what I'm going to change for next video. I'm going to erase him and put him to something that's a little bit more feasible. So he's going to be slower for sure, but I don't think it's going to make a whole lot of difference. All right, so we have Garchomp and Tornadus versus Ninetales and Zapdos. So I'm going to go ahead and taunt the Ninetales so no Aura Veil can come up. I'm then going to Rock Slide because I am faster, and apparently they're both weak against rock type moves. So that's what I'm going to do first. Protect goes over to the Ninetales, so good on them. Taunt goes into the Protect. Rock Slide also goes into the Protect, but I'm going to hit this Zapdos for a lot. Ooh, half its HP is gone, and it flinched and could not move. Let's go. So I'm going to taunt again on the Ninetales just to stop it from using Aura Veil because I don't like it. I have no way to break it, and that's going to be something that I will also have to plan for in the future as well. I think Aqua Jet either needs to become Brick Break or U-Turn, and then my version of Iron Head needs to get off of Urshifu to become Brick Break so that he can have a stab move and be able to remove the shields. Does that make it so that he gets 2 fighting moves? Absolutely. but it needs to happen because Orovale is going to be a problem to deal with. Ninetales avoids the Rock Slide. Zapdos does not and gets knocked out. Taunt goes into the Ninetales as well. And it's Icy Wind. So times 4 effective against the Garchomp, drops his speed, but he's done his job, so he can literally get out now. He doesn't need to be there any further. Armarouge comes up. So this is probably going to set the Trick Room, but I'm going to swap to Urshifu now. No, not Urshifu. Let's swap to Iron Hands instead. Like, Urshifu would be great against that Armarouge matchup, but if in fact it is Trick Room that is coming up from that Armarouge to offset, like, the speediness, I need to be able to not have to worry about that. They're going to Terra, though, and it's going to be for the Armarouge. And it is Grass. So it's just to eliminate what I could do with Garchomp. Taunt. I don't think it would be wise for them to focus on doing Trick Room just because... Oh, Calm Mind. Just because of the fact that my speed's dropping on my partner Pokemon, not on Tornadus. Tornadus is fine. But I just don't think it would be like the best thing to do. Bleak Wind Storm hits both, almost knocks out the Armarouge right away, but does not. Icy Wind comes up, will knock out the Tornadus, so I do not get Tailwind. But he did his job by literally holding the game up for the Ninetales. Can't do anything because it's taunted, which may run out this turn. Heat Wave comes out from the Iron Hands, does very little due to the snow. Every slam goes right into that Ninetales, knocks it out. And Armarouge heals up due to leftovers. Let's bring out Urshifu now. Oh, and they're gonna bring out Golden Go. Okay. Close combat has no effect on Golden Go, but Surging Strikes might. So we're gonna do that over on that side. Drain Punch into the Armarouge. Thankfully, the Calm Mind, or the taunt over on the Armarouge, I think set us up to where we can withstand a couple of more of these hits from the Armarouge. Oh, Golden Go is going to go down 2 hits. And he goes down. Two times. Golden Go fainted. Heat Wave comes out. No burn. Drain Punch. Booyah. You defeated. All around good game. And currently in the ranking, Flattermaid's number 2, Ogerpana's number 1. All right, next match we've got Cresselia, Bruxish, Torkoal, Ursaluna, Okidoki, and Mouseholds. Oh, Trick Room team, let's go. Okay, this screams Trick Room. Bruxish turns off priority moves, and it's bulkier than crap. It's a good alternative than using like Farigiraf and like Serena and stuff like that. Depending on how you want to build it, you can make it withstand like a lot of different techs. So, but its main consensus is I just stop priority, period, and yeah. So we're going to try to play around that as much as we possibly can. Unfortunately, I do not have a strong dark type user that will shut down the Cresselia, and if they use Bruxish, Taunt isn't going to be very helpful here, and I don't have anyone else that could use it. So I'm kind of left in a terrible spot. So what I'm going to do is not focus on doing Tailwind, because obviously I'm going to be faster than all of them. We'll do Garchomp, Urshifu right off the bat, Iron Hands, and I'll bring in Sinistcha. I think Sinistcha would be like a really good fourth person to bring in here. I may not be able to hurt the Ursaluna, depending on how it's built. It could be not Dark, but Ghost. And if it's Ghost, it's not going to do anything. But if it's anything but, Sinistcha's going to be able to withstand against that Pokemon with no problem. So we have Mousehold and Okidoki versus Garchomp and Urshifu. So, Stumpy Tantrum over on the Okidogi, which we're going to get Follow Mead. So I think the best course of action is going to be Rock Slide so that Okidoki can still get hit and gets flinched. And then I'm going to Close Combat that Mousehold. I'm going to lower my stats one stage, at least for 1 to 2 turns, depending on what's going to happen. Here it comes to Terra. Mousehold. Nope. Okidoki. Okay. Change yourself to Dark. Okay. Okay. So, Close Combat's going to hurt you too. No Follow Me from the Mousehold. The Rock Slide does go out. Pop Bomb. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. The Pop Bomb taken out. He's faster than Urshifu? I guess that's what I'm really, like, surprised of. He's faster than Urshifu? Okay. I mean, it's a good counter for Urshifu, don't get me wrong, but it's just, I was not expecting that. Yeah, we'll set up Iron Hands. The bulk up on the Okidoki as well to get them the +1 in defense and attack. I'm going to go straight for that Drain Punch into the Okidoki. He's probably going to do Follow Me, so I don't Drain Punch him to death. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if Okidoki has leftovers. I don't recall seeing the animation, but I was also right in the middle of a tangent and like deep thought. Rock Slide goes out again. Does very little damage to the Okidoki, but will hit the... Wow, Pop Bomb? Are you Scarfed? No, you can't be Scarfed because you're not faster than Garchomp, but you're just taking down my Pokemon. Oh, 10 times. Jesus. Bulk up again for the Okidoki. Drain Punch. I'm gonna get all that HP back. It is leftovers on the Okidoki. Okay. Okay. So now I'm gonna do something reckless. Kind of reckless. Rock Slide, but I'm gonna swatch out to Sinistcha. That Okidoki is getting really, really beefy for its attack, and if I can shut it down with like either burn it with Matcha Gotcha or just Strength Sap, I'm gonna be great. I do not think that that thing's gonna Pop Bomb Garchomp at any time because Rough Skin's gonna knock it out. So I think what's gonna happen is Sinistcha's gonna come in, it's gonna use Pop Bomb. It can't because I'm a ghost. It's got 1 HP, so yeah, it would go down. Pop Bomb does not work against the Sinistcha because I'm tired of dealing with that Pop Bomb stuff. Drain Punch on the Garchomp does a lot of damage, but he will survive with 22 HP. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of health. That's a lot of health. Jesus. That's a lot of health that you just took away from me. Okay. Swap. No, we'll Rock Slide. We'll hope for the flinch. I thought I was going to swap and do something else, but no. I'm going to Matcha Gotcha. It's going to knock out. The Mousehold's going to go down here, even if it does Follow Me. Okay, so it retreats. It was only... Oh. Is that, it wasn't Scarfed. I think it was Banded. Rock Slide goes out. Misses the Cresselia, which is totally fine. Knock off. Over to the Sinistcha, gonna knock it out. I should have Terra'd. I didn't even think about it. Oh, I don't like this. This matchup is weird. Rock Slide because I have to. And Drain Punch because I also have to. Hopefully for the flinch. Moonblast into the Garchomp. Totally fine with that. I mean, I've lost this, obviously. It's 4 versus 1. Boop. Yeah, I thought they were going to do like the Trick Room setup, and that's not what happened at all. But Pop Bomb hitting like 7 to 10 times, man. That's, whew. It's a really hard pill to swallow. But yeah, no, we weren't going to take that one. I was so right. Mousehold Speed. All right, our final match is upon us. We've got Mousehold, Gastrodon, Iron Hands Landorus, Grimmsnarl, and Cresselia. So Mousehold might be making a comeback. I do not know how other people build him. Probably with Technician. But you could also use Friend Guard. I was doing kind of like low damage for that, but the max speed that Mousehold gets, it's 163. So that's obviously how it was able to outspeed Urshifu, because he stops at 149. But the Pop Bomb, that's something. That's something. It was a lot of damage too, and it was stuck into that slot. So it had to be a choice item, most likely the Band or the Scarf, because you wouldn't use it any other way. But you have to use the Wide Lens so that Pop Bomb hits more than, because it's like a 90% move, it turns it to a 99. So you have that 1% of one not hitting. So there's that. But we're going to go Tornadus, Urshifu, Iron Hands, and Arcanine, because we do have Pop Bomb that we have to worry about, which is really, really interesting. I haven't had to worry about that in forever. Iron Hands with a Drain Punch, obviously Wild Charge, Fake Out, Pressure, and stuff like that. So I do want to get the -1 on a couple of mons out there, and we do have Grimmsnarl. So while there's a good pigment of Pokemon that could be countered, we need to prepare for almost all of them. Okay, so we're going to be expecting the Fake Out to Urshifu or the Wild Charge. So what I want to do first is go ahead and get the Tailwind up, swap over to my own Iron Hands so that the Fake Out goes into the Iron Hands and I don't really have to worry about it, and then we could just trade. The Grimmsnarl may not do anything but a screen this turn. It's protected from Taunt. I can't do anything to stop it. So yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, I can't stop it. It's Dark type, and so because it's dark, he ignores all pranksters. So yeah, Urshifu is gonna come back. Here comes the Iron Hands. Tailwind, so that now I outspeed. Light Screen to lower down special moves. Reflect is going to come next. Sword Stance off that Iron Hands. So that needs to get taunted immediately. No, sir. You don't get another one of those. And I'm going to Fake Out. That's a good question. Yeah, Fake Out the Iron Hands. Detect. Okay. Fake Out goes into that slot, does nothing because he protected. Taunt also goes into that slot, does nothing because it protected. Reflect. So Grimmsnarl was able to get that up for free, but that was expected. I wasn't going to try to challenge that at all. We're going to go ahead and do Bleak. Oh, do I have Garchomp? No, I don't. Switch to Arcanine on the Tornadus. And I'm going to Drain Punch. I'm going to Drain Punch the Iron Hands. None of us has really done any damage, but that is a +2. So I'm going to make it +1. With the Intimidate. And if he doesn't knock out, there's the Parting Shot. Goes right over to the Arcanine, which is totally fine. Because that was meant for Tornadus. To do the -1. He retreats back. To bring out a new Pokemon. Most likely Landorus? I forgot if he has... I think he has Landorus, right? Yeah. It's like, I forgot, but yeah, absolutely. Drain Punch. That does nothing. That did a lot more. Wow. Okay. We'll go ahead and do the Terra, because Landorus is on that side of the field. And I'm going to burn that Iron Hands. And I'm going to swap. Ooh, I'm not going to swap. Wouldn't be good for me to swap. I'm just going to punch him in the face. I need... my Iron Hands is going to take a lot of damage from the Landorus here, unless they swap or use U-turn, but I'm going to get the moves first. Unless that's Scarfed. Will-O-Wisp goes over to the Iron Hands. It's burnt. It's not going to do anything now. That +1, whatever it has, is now drastically lowered. Rock Slide on the Landorus doesn't do a whole lot to either Iron Hands or Arcanine. But Iron Hands is flinched, couldn't do anything. Swords Dance on that one. Gonna make it a +3. But it's burnt now, so it is what it is at that point. Tailwind is gone on my side of the field. So I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Landorus now, and I'm going to Drain Punch the Iron Hands again. So if these guys get burnt, that means their attacks go way, way down. Withdraw the Landorus, so it's not going to get burnt. Bring out the Grimmsnarl. It's totally fine. Will-O-Wisp. Burn the Grimmsnarl. It's going to continue doing the Parting Shot stuff to lower down my attack, so it's good cycler. +5 attack. And the reason I'm not doing so much damage is because of the screens. So obviously I'm not going to be doing hardly anything. But I'm going to get this Tornadus out, or the wow. I need to get the Arcanine out of here. That is not a good spot to be for him. And I need to start applying a lot more pressure if possible. So I'm going to bring in Tornadus again. And I'm going to continue to Drain Punch the Iron Hands. At that point, like, why... At this point, right? At this point of juncture, do you still go through the whole point of using Sword Stance when you could have just used Belly Drum, knocked yourself by half, but guess what happens? Right? Like, you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Grimmsnarl goes back, get a Parting Shot. So it is a cycling team, so we're going to be trying to do something that doesn't cause us to go down to time. Here comes Landorus to lower down our attacks even further. This is definitely a cycling team that I have to play around. And Iron Hands needs to get off the field now, because this is not going to look good at all. I'm not doing hardly any damage on top of the screens. Not very effective with the Drain Punch. It's just a little bit of HP. And with leftovers, it's so bulky. So bulky. Bleak Wind, and I'm going to swap into the Arcanine now. I have to because I have to lower down that dude's attack even further. Lower down your guys' attack. Rock Slide. Ooh, that -1 saved Tornadus for sure. Bleak Wind Storm comes up and it hits the Tornadus, doing a critical hit. Doesn't do hardly anything to the Iron Hands, but the Drain Punch comes in and still one-shots my Arcanine? Dude is burnt. With a +4. My Arcanine is garbage. Hot garbage. No, he's all right. I just need to change his EVs. But dang, man. Dang. Okay, we're bringing in Urshifu now. Who may or may not knock out this Landorus because I'm going to need to. Aqua Jet into that slot. He only has to retreat and put in like Grimmsnarl, which would probably be like the best bet. But as for right now, he needs to decide if he wants to try to save Landorus and have someone to swap out to with his revolving doors, or swap out to bring in Grimmsnarl now, or it could be like the last Pokemon in the back, Gastrodon. There we go, Storm Drain. The instant counter to any and all Urshifus. At least Rapid Strike. And Water Ogerpon. Like, they're all over the place. So we're going back to the place where we have to negate all water types. So instead of bringing out Gastrodon, just bring out someone with a really strong Thunderbolt. Can we bring back my man Regieleki? Does he come back now? Probably not. But it would be dope. Speedfell for the Iron Hands. Goes for the +6. Are you serious? Bro, Chacho, you don't need... You're burnt. Quit investing into your attack. Like, you now have this strength of, like, a +2 at this point. You have a strength of a +2 Sword Stance. And Light Screen's off. Bleak Wind, and we'll swap out to the Iron Hands because Urshifu can't do anything but Aqua Jet. And with Gastrodon out there, he can't do anything. So there's that. I'll also make this. Alright, Bleak Wind Storm hits both Pokemon, does a lot of damage. Ice Beam into the Tornadus and knocks it down. And what does this Iron Hands do? Drain Punch. Still a lot of damage. Whoop. A lot of damage. Oh, he's Terra Fire now. That's dope. He's like taunting me. He's like, hey, I know you want to hit me really, really hard with your Urshifu. I know you do. Your Reflect wore off. It's like, come on, bro. I know you want to hit me. I know you want to hit me. Hit me. Hit me with everything you've got. Okay. So we're going to close combat and I think Draining Punch on the Gastrodon. Because we're not going to win anything on the Urshifu. Close combat. Does a lot of damage. Maybe if I Drain Punch that slot, I would get a little bit more, but I didn't. It would be really, really good. But boop on the Gastrodon. It's going to knock them both down pretty far. But that +6 is going to literally take out anyone. Oh, Earth Power into the Iron Hands. Drops him down to 5 HP. Drain Punch will knock out the Urshifu. Maybe I should have doubled into that slot, but there is a good chance that I would not do it. Really good chance. This Drain Punch that I'm going to do onto that slot is going to tell me. If I would have done it, would I have knocked them out? And if I would have, dude, that would have been a total game changer for like one turn. Drain Punch onto the Iron Hands. Let's see what happens. Quick Claw activates on the freaking Gastrodon. Are you serious? Quick Claw? Oh, I attack before you do, because reasons. That's so dumb. I get it, right? So I get it, but dang it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, Pokefans alike, is the end of the video. We end at 14,524 with a win streak of 28 wins to 27 losses and 55 games overall. I can't say that I am totally upset about how the performance went. I did get tricked by, or even, how should I say this? Surprised by how fast Mousehold could be, how Pop Bomb is. Again, it's been a very long time since I've seen that, and I am fully embracing the fact that everyone wants to counter Urshifu by either using Water Ogerpon with his water absorbability, or just use Gastrodon with his Storm Drain ability, which doesn't need, like, Storm Drain is so much better than Water Absorb, as it takes any and all water attacks and just absorbs it regardless, and Water Absorb needs to be the direct target of that attack. So it's very, very interesting. I do like it how some of the teams were built, and I'm hoping that they are inspirational to you guys. But for now, the video is over. So if you liked the video, go ahead and slap a like on it. If you dislike it as well. You can leave a comment down below. I do reply to any and all comments that are left behind. It's the best way that I can chat with you, or you can join the Discord, and that's in the description down below as well. Some of the comments I do take a little bit more to answer. Just if you're asking for a particular set or Pokemon questions, I will answer them as soon as I can. But I have been falling a little bit behind this week, so I do apologize if I don't answer right away. Just give me a little patience, and I'll try to get back up to being on top of everything. Being sick on Monday kind of sucked, but it is what it is. If you guys are returning viewers or like to support the channel, hit the subscribe button, and if you wouldn't mind hitting the notification and set that all, as I do release a lot of Pokemon content during the week, and my Uncle Mike always says that helps out with channel growth. So any and all interactions are good. Let me know what you like, let me know what you dislike. Subscribe. We're trying to hit 420 subs by the end of the month and 1,000 by the end of the year. I still believe that we can hit it. I just need your guys' help to do it, and I'd be eternally grateful if we could. So I'm praying. Fingers crossed, praying. Let's do it. Anyways, have a good Thursday. I'll see you guys again tomorrow as we wrap up the week. Because you're gonna get videos Friday or Saturday and Sunday. Don't worry about that. You'll get the weekend. That's it. That's all I got. So have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, peace.